Okay, guess we're going.
What's up, people of YouTube?
Hi.
How's it going? So there's this guy,
Hi, I'm this guy.
that guy,
This girl.
that guy.
Stop.
No.
Anyways, welcome to Chiari Warrior number 6.
7.
6.
7.
6 and 7.
Yes.
Finally.
Alright, guys, so I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday, but with getting ready for the hurricane, it was a little hard to post.
She was being lazy.
I was not being lazy.
She was being lazy.
I was getting prepared.
Lazy.
Prepared.
Lazy.
Prepared.
Lazily prepared.
Yeah, that. And working.
Whatever.
Because, you know,
Details. Who needs them?
not you, apparently. So, it's my little brother.
Hi. I prefer to
Hi.
I prefer to go by Oblivion when on YouTube.
Yeah, he's weird.
Suspicious.
Yeah, he's weird.
Anyways.
So, I brought him along because I figured it'd be interesting for you guys to have a bit of an outside view about what somebody from a family of a Chiaran goes through when their family member gets sick with Chiari malformation. Now, I mean, already with this hurricane...
She's been under pressure.
Okay. So, already with this hurricane, I had an issue earlier. You want to tell him?
All that shaking hands.
Suddenly my hands start shaking. I don't think you guys can see it because I think it stopped. But
Yeah, it looks like it stopped.
I'm now having a problem with my joints and my wrists and my knees now. And my feet keep going numb.
This hurricane's dangerous.
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 Dangerous. But here's a couple of things that you might not know from unless you grew up or unless you were a family member of somebody who had Chiari. Ricky?
It's real frightening the entire time it's happening. Because there's always the chance that in the struggle of watching it all happen to someone you're close to, like say her. Like during one of the forever ago things that happened, you guys had to go to Orlando just to get a doctor for it.
I passed out and hit my head against a wall at work.
And just to get a doctor for that, they had to go all the way to Orlando.
Which
Right.
is pretty far from where we're at. So, I mean, it's not like it was one of those things where it's like, oh, we're just going to walk down the street and there's a hospital with Orlando. No.
Orlando's a pretty big place.
But, I mean, it's not a lot of fun for either of us, especially when I first got sick. Oblivion has always been one of my best friends. We grew up together. We're pretty close in age. And so we know everything about each other. And seeing me that sick, I think it was devastating for him.
Just the fact that there was the distraction of always thinking of whether or not you're going to be okay. Things like my grades dropped. I was more depressed, less friends, stuff like that.
I mean, even now, yeah, I've had the surgery, I've done the pain management, but even now I still have symptoms. And, you know, I try to hide them from this one, but unfortunately it doesn't work very well.
That's because I know you too well.
It's because he knows me too well.
You fool.
You fool!
Street rat.
I'm not a street rat, you're a street rat.
I'm Aladdin. Anyway.
What does that make me, a boo?
You're that one side character.
When you're that one side character. Yeah. So, what I'm going to be doing, just to let you guys know, depending on what the hurricane does, that is, my videos might scatter a little bit over the next few days, depending on travel.
Because hurricanes.
Because hurricanes. Because Irma. She being sassy. She ain't doing nothing.
What kind of name is that?
Irma.
Like seriously, they made that name. They were looking through one of those.
It sounds
books.
like a Disney name.
They were looking through all those books, like for the like those baby naming books, And they're like, how about this one? Nah, how about this one? Irma! Yes, I love it, you're hired!
It sounds like a Disney name. You know, the Descendants too. Irma. Irma.
Oh my god.
But what I'm going to do is, once we have time to actually think it over, I'm going to bring back Oblivion for a couple more videos, just to give you guys sort of a look into what it's like for the family of a Chiari warrior. And he and I are going to talk about things like what it is now, what happens when I end up in the hospital for weeks on end, what it was like when I first was diagnosed for the family members. Because, you know, seeing it from my point of view, I suffer from it. Seeing it from somebody who had to watch a loved one suffer from it, it's a different point of view. And since this month is all about understanding, I figured I'd bring somebody in who, you know, understands.
I don't get anything. Like, what do plates do?
What do plates do?
I don't understand.
This was a terrible idea.
I've said anyways too much.
You have said anyways too much.
Whatever.
Whatever.
I'm not good at this stuff. This is only my first try.
Welcome to Oblivion's introduction to YouTube.
I'll get better in about 3 months or so.
Yeah, when you actually have your own channel.
Yep. Coming eventually.
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 Eventually. Snoring dog is over there. Snoring dog.
Nice. What did you do to him?
Yes.
So, how do you do that whole, so what do we do next?
The end of this video went very downhill very quickly. So I do apologize about you guys having to, like, look at our weirdness. But that's all we're going to be able to do for today. Like I said, I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to get done today.
We're going non-stop. Hashtag Hamilton.
Stop! Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious. Bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history?
This is the first
Murder trial of a brand.
country.
The liberty behind the liberation.
I
I'm here
intend
to
to prove
prove
without a shadow of doubt that my assistant counsel.
Co-counsel Hamilton, sit down. Our client
Let me reach.
is innocent. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say. Okay, one more thing.
Oh god.
Hamil Trash! So yeah, you'll see him pop up a lot more on my channel, because
If I'm liked.
if he's liked.
If not,
even
then
if
I'll
he's
go
not
away.
like, no, even if he's not liked, he'll still end up on my channel, because, well, I don't care.
Oh. Well, I feel loved. Please stop touching me.
Alright, guys. So, anybody who's staying in Florida, stay safe. Please, anybody who's on the island, stay safe. Just,
Watch
guys,
out for hurricanes.
take this seriously, okay?
Oh, we're being
I
serious.
send out my love. Alright, to anybody.